So recently in the news, Naomi Osaka pulling out of the
French Open.
The French Open to protect her mental health. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she decided to back out of a huge tournament. Right, it's very big in the tennis world. The French Open is one of the large four tournaments they have throughout the year, and I'm happy that she decided to stand her ground because I personally see watching sports, a lot of athletes have these interviews and these conversations with the press, and they really don't want to. Like you could have just lost a game, fucking heart hurting, and they want to ask you questions. But the fucked up part is that's a part of your job. You have to have that conversation with the media, right? Or you get fined. She got fined $15,000,
$15K,
because she said, I don't want to have this conversation with the media to protect her mental health. She obviously was going through mental health issues, right? And whether or not, I feel like the athletes should have the option, right, to say, hey, or at least get some days where they say, hey, it's okay, you get a pass on this day, right? Don't say they have to talk to the media every single time.
But what is $15,000 to Naomi Osaka, who probably rakes in about 40?
I mean, it's a reason why it's 15,000, but
yeah.
you know, because obviously it's like a scale, you know, based on what she makes. But still, no one wants to lose $15,000 for, you know, saying, hey, I don't want to do an interview, so I get fined. And then I was reading that there was basically they were making threats like, hey, you have to do this, like you know, or you're gonna have to be eliminated from the tournament, or you can't do the tournament. So she said, okay, I'm not gonna do the tournament. Like, yeah, it's basically they held it over her head like, hey, you need us, and she said, no, I don't need you. Y'all need me, and I'm gonna sit out for this reason. Like,
that's a fact.
You think that's what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
You think they were on some "you need me" type shit?
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you hold that threat, it's like, hey, if you don't do this, we're not gonna let you participate. That's holding over her head.
Yeah, okay, but do you think that athletes have an obligation to media and to like fans when it comes to certain things? When it comes, all right, something like that, right? She didn't want to. She said she needed a mental health break. She didn't want to She didn't want to do media.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's in a contract somewhere that's what comes with being a part of the French Open.
Absolutely.
Whether or not you decide to take it is up to you. If you feel like you need a mental health day, whatever, it's up to you. But just know that it's going to come with that $15,000 fine and pressure on your, not, I guess, employer or whoever you're dealing with.
You could say it
right.
like
they're going to pressure you and they're going to tell you, listen, this is what you agreed to. We understand, but this is what you agreed to. It's business at the end of the day. So I get it. I get both sides. I understand her taking a break as she should, but I understand the $15,000 fine.
Yeah, my thing is it's just too too stringent, and there's no in between.
My thing is like if I'm telling you that something like the interviews would mess with me, like is messing with my mental. I need a break from doing that. I feel like personally anything that will help you perform better while you're out there, go ahead, do what you got to do. I understand that the media is going to be out there asking all these questions and probably the same people every day, because U.S. Open is not just U.S. Open. The French Open is not just one day, are going to be asking you the same questions over and over and over again. Things that's relevant to tennis, things that are not relevant to tennis. I can see that being overwhelming. So if I needed a break from it, like me seeing it as like, all right, you see it as your job is to play tennis and that's it. She just want to play tennis. She don't want to talk to nobody.
Did she want a break from tennis too, or was it just the media? I think she wanted a break. She
just decided to take a break from it all. Oh, Kyrie's
you gonna
here.
say,
Wait,
Kyrie?
did Kyrie do his intro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did my intro.
I wasn't paying attention. Kyrie, what's up, y'all? Kyrie's here through the phone line, y'all.
I just feel like I salute her for taking her stand, and I even salute her more for the fact that she decided to, say like, all right, like this is becoming way bigger than what I expected and what it should be, and took a step away from the French Open. She didn't have to, but it just sends a message like, all right, like Austin said, like you need me way more than I need you, and she's one of the biggest draws there. So it's not like some just average tennis player. She's like one of the biggest draws, marketing wise, promotion wise, and all that. So they're going to have to take this way more seriously because more athletes are taking a stand for mental health. And it's not something where you could just, push it to them and say, hey, you have to play or, X, Y, and Z. She took that fine like a champ.
True. And even if, like, the French Open is not the only tennis tournament out there. Like, she can go to another one. Like, if she missed this, I'm pretty sure it's like, okay.
Yeah, the U.S. Open is.
U.S. Open, Australian Open.
The Wimbledon. She set a precedent.
Yeah, shout out to Queens, big Queens. Yeah, she could do.
Yeah, it's like Kyrie says, she's one of the biggest names in tennis right now. So regardless, she's gonna be fine. Take your break, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Take your break.
Yeah, and I think moving forward, they should really consider the mental health and the personalities of these athletes, and just don't say, hey, because you're a big athlete and you're with this organization, you have to talk to the media.
You got to do this. You got
right.
You're not. I mean, I understand there's an obligation there, but at the same time,
give them a break.
Give them a break. Like, if I just came off the court playing for 2 hours, and then the first thing you ask me is, "Yo, how does it feel to play basketball?" Like, what the fuck, bitch? Like,
Brian, they don't ask you. They ask you questions like, "So, you guys lost by 30. So what?
How does it
tell
feel?
us what you did wrong tonight."
Did y'all ever see the college basketball player where they asked him about rebounding, and he basically was like, "So this is how you rebound: you grab the ball, and you bring it down."
Yeah.
And it's so funny because they asked him the most dumbest question. Like, I understand, like, the media is there to ask questions, but, like, seriously, like, I just lost. Like, I may have just lost, and the last thing I want to talk about is answer is a stupid ass question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna get irate.
Right.
Everybody, if you don't want to be in the press conference, you should just be like Russell Westbrook and just bark on these niggas.
not even.
He be going ham.
Not just Russell Westbrook, be like Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch, yeah, for sure.
I'm just here so I won't get
Or not
fired.
even. And you could apply this to real life when people be asking stupid ass questions.
Yeah, that's a fact. Let me read some of these
Like,
comments.
yo.
Nikki says, yes, they have an obligation, but not at the risk of your personal health. The problem is capitalism prioritizes business over everything. But when your business is based in people and their performance, ultimately they need to do what's best for the players.
True.
Yeah, that's true. Colleen, shout out Queen Lean. What up?
Queen,
She said
Queen
that she's lean. She said that she's introverted. She was going through depression.
Yeah, since like 2018.
Remember, she's young.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say that too. She's 24.
Right, and she was really young when
She's 24?
when
A lot
she
of pressure,
was,
yeah.
when she won tournament, she was really young. I think 2018, she said. And that's around the time that she played the U.S. Open. I think it was 2018. And she became a big deal. She became more popular. She got more attention, more people commenting, more people following. Right? So as a young woman, it's like it's a lot of pressures and stuff. And if you already have an introverted personality, it's like that shit hits you hard.
Yeah.
Right? Respect her and her health. She's 23? Yeah. Respect her and her health and her mental health. And I don't think they should fine her for that.
Yeah. I agree.
Respect the person. Stop worrying about the business side.
And even the fact
They 15K, like they don't need that 15K.
Yeah, I agree.
You know
but
what I mean?
I think that scares them though.
it's out of spite.
The fact that someone that big, like a name that big, can just drop out and say, "I don't want to do this today," that scares them. So they throw a $15,000 fine out there to try and set precedent for other people. Like, yo, you can't just drop out of here like that. You gonna get fined.
That's them trying to put their foot
Exactly.
down.
Basketball players get fined too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yo,
they get
imagine all the black athletes do that shit.
I was saying that during the pandemic. I was saying if they all decided not to play, what we gonna do? What they gonna do? They can't do nothing. The league is made of black players.
Yeah.
So especially the stars.
Gordon Hayward can only do so much.
Speaking of
They gonna be
NBA
playing by
players,
himself.
Kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right. Come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five. Who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them. It's your mans and them.